Haha, well now, we call this the act of gaming. But there are several other very important differences between real people and pixels that you should know about.
It's essentially a game of imagination, but you create your own character and run through a world, whatever that world is. It could be Star Wars, it could be Dungeons and Dragons, it could be superheroes. It's a lot like video game RPGs, just, you don't see it all on screen. You get to do whatever you want. The Dungeon Master has to come up with the story, also has to come up with the characters, has to come up with any challenges that the players will face. I guess because I started out with kind of a comic book feel to both the Marvel Superheroes game as a player and the Ninja Turtles game as a DM, I've always kind of taken comic books as a source material for when I play my games. They have a very episodic feel, but an epic overture. And with me, the whole idea of creating this very fluid but modern world in an ancient setting has always kind of appealed to me. So you can have some Revolutionary War style hero teaming up with a medieval knight and a Renaissance rapier fighter. Movies and television shows can affect my games to an extent because I'll draw inspiration from many different things, and if there's something that I like, I may take it and change it up, make it my own, and incorporate it into my games. A lot of the things that have been said about role-playing games is that they can bring people down a dark path, that they can get them into a place that they can't recover from, that it causes suicide or it causes violence in real life. It doesn't have to. It depends a lot on the players and on their maturity level, and of course on the DM as well, for being able to note if there is a player that is not able to distinguish reality from fiction. However, if they can handle it, it has been shown by many different studies that imagination building games, such as role-playing games, can actually increase the likelihood that the person will succeed in life because they know how to react to situations on the fly. They can come up with things, they have a greater imagination and a greater sense of self. So the games can be great as long as you know how to handle them.
But this is still the game for me, making Machinima Warcraft movies. But does Blizzard really need more money? And we're about to see a Death Knight spree. But this is still the game for me, making Machinima Warcraft movies. But does Blizzard really need more money? And we're about to see a Death Knight spree.
If you're just starting out and you're really interested in role-playing games, then my best suggestion would be find someone else that has played them before. There's nothing wrong with just kind of checking out the rules and looking at it yourself, but usually it's a lot easier if you have people that know what they're doing first. Also, I would say come up with a pretty basic character concept. Don't play as someone that can manipulate the very fabrics of time and space because you won't know how to handle it, but if you play a fighter or a rogue, something that's fairly simple to start with, even if you don't end up staying with that character overall, it'll give you a feel for the game, you'll get the rules down, and just play in an environment that people won't get aggravated with you being new to the game. And it's a lot of acting, a lot of storytelling, but it's also a lot of fun.
I've got so many monsters that now I don't want to get XP no more. I'm knee deep in a blood river. I've got no more fed X's to deliver. Maybe Bliss should make my tune a quest giver. Come here, take this dagger and go slay a dragon. Don't tell me
D&D, is it evil?